I don't think I'll die today or next week, but someday I'm going to have to get back out in the world and take my chances on it. I have high blood pressure and I'm 52 years old, so I probably wouldn't make it. So, yep, probably will.
Again, I want to emphasize that this is a significant global situation and it continues to evolve. But I also want to emphasize again that the risk at this time to the American public is low.
UPS came. I started watching the news. I think I started seeing it around January. And so I started ordering supplies a little bit at a time. And I went back and looked at the exact date that I first ordered face masks before you couldn't find them anymore. And I ordered them on February 14th. And I don't know that the United States had made it public yet that there was a case in the United States or not. But I know I was very early started buying supplies.
Well, I mean, it came so fast, there wasn't really time to prepare. Once I figured out that I was coming up here, then I started buying toilet paper, disinfectant wipes, and alcohol.
Ultimately, the goal is to ease the guidelines and open things up to very large sections of our country as we near the end of our historic battle with the invisible enemy.
I really hope so. I don't really know, but boy, I hope so. I don't want to have to wear face masks and like on vacation. We're supposed to go on a cruise in October and I don't want to have to wear face masks.
I mean, we'll still have society, but it won't be like it was. We'll never gather in stadiums again. We'll never gather and watch Major League Baseball again. It'll never be like that. And if it is, it might be 100 years before we do, just like the last pandemic we had.
While many Tennesseans have made good faith efforts to remain at home, there's clear evidence that some citizens are beginning to disregard safer at home measures. It's dangerous, it's unacceptable, and it's a threat to lives in our community. For that reason, today I want to step further with my Safer at Home executive order and have said that Tennesseans must remain at home unless they're engaging in essential activity.
Well, it's turned my life upside down. I mean, I'm doing nothing the same way that I used to do it. I get up every day and I work in my garden, which is awesome. I got a garden and I work on that, and I don't do any construction anymore. My tools are starting to get rusty, but I'm happy.
You guys got your gloves on? Okay, go ahead. Try not to let the bags touch your clothes. Well, being a homeschool mom, being retired Navy, we don't go out a lot anyway, but it's changed. We are home a lot. Well, we don't go anywhere. I haven't been in a store in 2 months. We do all of our groceries via pickup or delivery. I'll do that. Thank you. Good job. And we've limited our eating at restaurants to maybe twice in the past 2 months. Not at them, just getting takeout.
Nearly 100,000 lives lost to the coronavirus pandemic in this country alone. More than 97,000 deaths in the U.S. right now.
No, I don't think we'll die from the pandemic as long as we social distance and wear gloves and follow the rules.
I don't think I'll die today or next week, but someday I'm going to have to get back out in the world and take my chances on it. I have high blood pressure and I'm 52 years old, so I probably wouldn't make it. So, yep, probably will. Well, our kids, they're going to have to pay for all this. So suck it up and pay the price, pay the piper.
To be prepared for something like this, I don't know how they would do that. Hopefully a vaccine. But I would say, the advice I would give is take the vaccine if it works, if it's proven to work. Just like the flu shot, we take those every year, so.
In June of 2020, over 7 million cases of the novel coronavirus have been confirmed. 430,000 have died from the infection. Both David and Rosie continue to stay isolated in the hills of Tennessee on their 80 acres of land. Only certain family members and pre-approved guests are allowed to visit. Chiefly, those who are allowed on the property have proven that they follow the approved CDC guidelines. While Rosie continues to hope for a return to normalcy, David believes that ultimately supply lines will fail and society will ultimately begin to rely on their own, having to grow gardens and stockpiling weapons for protection. This opinion is bolstered by the fact that experts state they are seeing a second wave of COVID-19 infections sweeping across the globe as countries begin to ease restrictions and open up storefronts. The effects of COVID-19 has left a lasting impact on this generation. Already, the deadly disease is reflected in both culture and literature. There was even a time that virtually the entire world was locked down, and many won't forget it. Even as countries let their citizens back out, many will never allow themselves to be this vulnerable again. Some will remain sequestered, others will always walk out with masks and even other protections. The effects of the disease will be felt for generations to come, ultimately making all of this truly a pandemic of the mind.